Out here taking a walk with Peaches. Almost a ritualistic daily. I decided to take the camera out and start recording. Today's gonna be a little different though. The camera around and try to get used to recording myself on the camera rather than just Peaches. This has been on my mind for a long time and I've wanted to share it and talk about it. I, like many people, have tried the 9 to 5. By the way, I'm gonna flip the camera. Where's this hair from? What kind of animal has this? I've done that. I've done the 9 to 5. It's not for me, right? And there's nothing wrong with it. There's great benefits that you get working the 9 to 5. Those being stability, a consistent source of income, even the structure aspect of it. For me, as an example, like I said, I've done the 9 to 5 for well over a decade, and this is off and on. There'll be times where I've burnt myself out working the 9 to 5, and I take a month hiatus until I dry up all the money I have and have to get a job again. And I've been exploring different avenues for a long time. I've sold junk on eBay for the last 5-6 years. Let me also just say, right now it's May 2025, and at the beginning of 2025, I gave up my 9 to 5 and I decided to start chasing after my dreams. And it's not an easy journey. It's tough, but nonetheless, we're out here chasing our dreams. So right now, what I do is I do mostly deliveries, Uber Eats, Instacart once in a while, and that kind of supplements about 70% of my income at the moment. And the other 30% is through eBay. The goal for this year is to get the ratio a little closer. So like a 50% to 50% kind of deliveries deal, and 50% through eBay. And let me explain why I'm trying to supplement a little more income with eBay specifically. And it comes down to the fact that I put a lot of fucking miles on my truck doing these deliveries over the last 4 or 5 months, A lot. There's the constant wear and tear on your vehicle, right? This is kind of cool. But yeah, there's lots of wear and tear on your vehicle, lots of gas, but just the mileage you're putting on your vehicle. I've come to realize I can't realistically keep making 70% of my income using my truck that's terrible on gas. We're talking 10 miles to the gallon if I'm lucky on the highway. Okay, realistically, I can probably get 12 on the highway. But yeah, I have a V10 Ford F350 truck. It's not meant to do deliveries. That's not what it's for, So got a little pond over here or something, right? I don't want Peaches jumping in because she fucking loves to swim, and I don't want her swimming in here. But that's kind of cool, right? Kind of cool, right, Peach? But you're not gonna go swimming in there, not today. But yeah, anyway, I'm not even sure what I was saying, honestly. I think the point I was getting to, though, is, to each their own. Some people can do the 9 to 5, and I guess most people can, honestly. Living paycheck to paycheck, authority figure you need to get permission from in order to go on vacation, in order to do what you want to do, or just to get a day off, man. So, yeah. The 9 to 5 ain't for me. I'm sure there's some people out there who feel similar to me or feel that way. And we're not alone, right? We got each other. We're trying to make do with what we got. We're trying to gain our freedom, because that's one big thing you don't have with the 9 to 5, freedom. And there's two things I value more than anything else in this world: freedom and living a life without regrets. Shout out to Ace from One Piece. Yeah. But no, For real, those are the two things I value above all else in my life. Freedom, and just making sure every decision I make along the way on this journey we call life, make sure I'm not going to be regretting it 50 years down the road, right? Just, hey, those are two philosophies I live my life by, and I think more people could follow suit, you know? Because at the end of the day, when you're pushing 90, I ain't gonna live that long, but if I were to ever push 90, sitting on my deathbed, looking back at all the things I didn't do, or all the things I didn't start, and all the things I didn't attempt, I would be devastated, and I would be so devastated I would become a poltergeist, and I'd be haunting wherever the fuck I die for the rest of my life, and I'd be angry, and I'd be getting at humans because I lived a life that I completely regretted in the end, and I wouldn't be comfortable passing on, not without giving some trouble to other people. So anyway, moral of the story, just remember to live every moment of your life. Just don't leave any regrets, to minimalize it, because it's impossible, honestly, to not have any regrets. Everyone has regrets in their life, but I think a good portion of life is about living your life to the fullest, to leave behind as little regret as possible, and just making the world a better place for everyone, not just yourself, but at the very least everyone around you. So yeah, thanks for listening to my little TED Talk, I guess. Stay tuned, thanks for watching, and